Hey, good morning, everybody. So, despite the deceptive thumbnail that I took a picture of Brooke just a minute ago, we're starting up here in Belle's room. So, sorry for that little bit of deception. Um, it was an honest photo that I took just a minute ago, though. So, I feel like maybe I should get a pass. I've had a hard time getting a thumbnail that's appropriate the last couple days, so we're working that out. Anyway, good morning, everybody. We are in Belle's room. Belle's having her breakfast right now. She just started. And these are her kittens this morning. I probably should have weighed them before I started the close up so I could tell you for sure how they're doing, but they all seem like they're very happy and healthy. And last night I actually came in here and Belle spent some time snuggled up on my lap in the beanbag chair, just like the good old days before she had her babies. So that was real sweet, and I think we both enjoyed that. As an experienced mom, she spends a little more time away from her babies than some other moms have done, which is good. I don't think that she's doing it inappropriately, though. She's doing it just the right amount. She knows how to judge these things, and it works out. So let's see if I can remember these names for you guys. This one right here, whose face we can't see. Okay, let's pick one that's not nursing so we can see his face. All right. This is our asymmetric tux. This makes him beep. Good morning, beep. Good morning, little beeper. Look at those paw beans. Look at those beans. Those beep beans. Oh, was that a little flash of an eye that I saw? It's way too early for that, buddy. Oh, now stop. No, I guess it wasn't. It was probably just an eye booger, a shiny eye booger. Anyway, okay, beep. All right, no need to get all whiny about it, buddy. So this is Foghorn. I can feel just from picking him up that he is still the heaviest. I'm sure he's eating very well. Oh, now stop. Now, somebody pointed out that his haircut reminded them of Oliver Hardy. Oliver, right? That's his first name? That's Laurel and Hardy. And I had to look him up because that was a little before my time, but I think they were right. He still reminds me more of Alfalfa from the Little Rascals, which was also before my time. But my mom was a big fan of the Little Rascals, so I became somewhat familiar with it in reruns. Uh, so, so yeah, okay. So that was Beep, and then we saw Foghorn is the white one. That was Foghorn, and then that leaves us with just Klaxon, which I've been corrected by the entire internet. It's not pronounced Klaxon, so specifically, it's more like Klaxon to rhyme with Jackson, maybe. And that's fine, but you are definitely going to hear me say it both ways because hey, that's how I am. I'm an expert mispronouncer, the best. So you're just going to have to deal with me saying klaxon. Also, klaxon is more fun to say and more fun to make jokes out of. Um, so you're going to hear a lot of that, but also maybe some klaxon here and there when I decide to do it right. Now, speaking of klaxon, is he still nursing? Come on, buddy. I don't want to interrupt too much. Oh, he's not. Okay, good. You got something on your head. Is that food? Your mom dripped some food on your head? You look like we did interrupt you. He still got his tongue out. Okay. That was a little baby blep there. So that's klaxon slash klaxon. Now, I also saw yesterday that this happens with every class. Somebody has to ask, why do you handle them so much? It obviously makes mom nervous, and they obviously don't like it. Look at the way that they are yelling about it, et cetera, et cetera. And I just like to address that directly, which is it is never too early for us to start getting them used to being handled. Plus, mom's not that nervous about it. She's just naturally concerned, but she's okay. So that's really my point. Is that it's good for them to get that sort of handling, even if they mind it a little bit. It's still good experience, in my opinion, for them. And we don't push it too much. I mean, it's not a big deal to pick them up for 10 seconds a couple times a day. Um, So yeah, okay, that's it. I just wanted to say that and get my opinion on the matter out there, and you're certainly allowed to feel differently if you want, but um, yeah, Pebble's a good example of how this went really well. Where we handled Pebble right off the bat, and then obviously we had to handle her even more as time went by, and I think it did wonders for her personality. And I also think that I wouldn't be working so hard with the kittens downstairs if someone had handled them on a regular basis. Um, but again, that's something that we expect to see address over time with them. I think they're going to be fine. Speaking of which, I have to tell you about how we are addressing that because, well, we'll get to it when we get down there with them. But we've got a sort of a new technique I'm trying out that seems like it's working very well. So anyway, this is Belle and her babies, and look at that. She's already finished her breakfast. It's been 5 minutes since I started this stream and put her breakfast in here. And she is at the bottom of that bowl, which, by the way, is a one of those big 6-ounce cans of RC Mom and Baby Cat mixed with some water. So that is a lot of food for her to eat in 5 minutes. But she's a hungry mom. Also, on the topic of the food, now we are feeding her RC Mom and Baby Cat, and we're kind of doing it just because of, quote, that's the way we've always done it, right? But I know that our vet would prefer us to use Fancy Feast even for the mom cats that are just delivered into our nursing. So I'm going to probably see if I can get her switched over to that in the next few days because she's been having some bad poops that I'm sure are down to the richness of the RC, probably. It would at least be a good experiment to try switching her over to the Fancy Feast and see how it goes. So we'll see. I saw somebody's little head sticking out of there. Come on, buddy, where'd you go? They are all snuggled up under her. With her being so black and white and sitting up and them snuggling in between her legs, it reminds me of little baby penguins. Doesn't that seem like a little baby penguin thing? Hey, buddy. All right. Well, good. We're at a point now where I can take her dish out of there and we can go see some other cats. I'm going to take a big gulp of my coffee before we get moving, though, because I really need it this morning. So hang on one sec. My coffee mug this morning is Maggie with her mouse. I love that design. That's from Joanna, who has done a number of our t-shirt designs, actually. She didn't do them for our t-shirts, but she's been so nice as an artist when she makes some beautiful piece of art to allow us to put it on our t-shirts and stuff. Really sweet. Okie dokie. Well, let's go see some other cats. I'm just going to have to leave my coffee and stuff here for now, but I'll come back for it after we're done with the close-up. I'm pretty sure that Belle's not going to get in there. So I've been leaving the door to Brooke's room. This is Brooke's room. She chose it, by the way. We wouldn't normally keep cats in here, but she really preferred it. So I've been keeping the door to Brooke's room open in the hopes that she will get used to the faculty going in there and be able to share her space with the faculty full time. However, this morning at 5 a.m., and like an hour or two before I normally would wake up, I think, and I didn't get to see the whole incident or even any of it really, but I think what happened was Loganberry was in there or trying to get in there, and it set her off, and there was just a big kerfuffle. Here she is. Hi, you're right where I left you, in the kitchen. So this is Brooke. And when I say big kerfuffle, like, again, she doesn't get into a protracted fight with anybody, but she'll run up and swipe at them, and then when they complain, that's the end of it. It ends. But boy, that complaining was so loud this morning. There was just like a roar and a scream, and I jumped out of bed, and I remembered that we were running the faculty stream right now, so I had to put on pants before I could leave the bedroom and figure out what happened. But that was my 5 o'clock this morning. Got woken up by some cats yelling at each other very, very loudly, unexpectedly. I guess it set off, if you rewind the stream, it was almost exactly at 5 o'clock. You will probably see both Belle and Tinker respond to that noise in the house. So that was a big surprise. Yeah. But what I did was I put her in her room and closed the door so I could go back to bed for a couple of hours. And that's exactly what I did. So it's really nice to see Belle here eating with the faculty. This is Acro and Smokey and Belle all eating together. That's something we've been working on, getting her to be more comfortable with. Although these two already had breakfast and she hasn't, and the little part of the tray she's eating out of is empty. So I'm just gonna turn it. There we go. Give her a little bit more space there. I put down this tray to try to keep the food off of the rug, but it doesn't work very well for that. So I have to clean and vacuum the rug every day. I haven't done it yet. That's why there's a little bit of food there. Sorry about that. Also, I thought about moving it onto the tile so that we didn't get so much food in the rug, but DJ pointed out, and I think DJ is right, that Smokey really doesn't like walking on the tile floors or even the wood floors. You'll start to notice that anytime that Smokey stops or settles down, she's almost always on a rug. And I think, she's old and the floor's a little cold, and, it's just, she's allowed to do that, so that's fine. So that's why we keep it on the rug, even though it's a little bit more work for me to clean that every day than it would be to just clean up the floor. So here's Brookie. Brookie. All right, having breakfast with Acro. Good times. Acro already had breakfast. This is his second breakfast. But Brooke is still a little too shy. When I feed the entire faculty breakfast and they're all here, she goes and does her own thing for a while. And then once they clear out, she will normally then come in and help herself like she's doing now. What is it? Are you wondering why they get 2 breakfasts when you're trying to have your first one? You're right. Everybody should get one before people go back for seconds. That's just polite. You need to teach these guys some manners, don't you? She's like, I can't believe how rude these kids are. Anyway. Okay, well, she'll get some more food. There's plenty of food here, and there'll be plenty of food for her. So that's our Brookie. Okie dokie. So I'm excited, by the way. Okay, hang on. This is Eddie and Ari. Hey, guys. They're just chilling out after breakfast. There's Eddie. There's Ari. Ari, you look like you've seen a ghost, pal. What is so surprising? Oh my gosh. Okay. It's fine, pal. And there's Brooke moving in the background. I'm really excited to start opening the door and letting Tinker and her kids out here into this part of the living room to explore. And I'm especially excited to see how Tinker is going to do with the faculty, because to see her looking at them through the door, I have high hopes that she is going to be just fine with them. This is Custard, by the way. I think that she might be just great with the faculty. Oh, look who learned how to use the cat tree overnight. That's a new one. But obviously, we've been through this a lot of times, so when I do introduce Tinker to the faculty, even though I've got high hopes that it will be a flawless introduction, I still have to take it slowly and carefully. I've been burned before, even by cats that I thought were going to go well. So what we'll probably do is put up the fence and clear out this room and let her come out in this room, and then meet them through the fence where they can smell and maybe touch each other a little through the fence and see how that goes. And then if that goes well too, I will introduce them maybe one at a time here in the living room, with the fence still up to keep the rest out. And also wearing my animal handling gloves just in case something does go wrong. So those are things I'd like to start in the next couple of days. Maybe even as soon as today, if I have time, we can let her out here for a little while. Anyway, let's head in here and see what we're gonna do. I'm guessing, well, I can't really open that door. There's a lamp in the way. Let's go around. I'm guessing as soon as I open this door, the kids are going to run for cover, as they tend to do still. Well, not quite so much. Okay, good. Guess they feel safe in their tree. Oh, here's our mom, by the way, Tinker. Hi, Tink. Tink likes to sit, and this is unusual too for a mom cat. She likes to sit real close to this sliding door all the time. She likes to look out it quite a bit too. You can see her sometimes sitting and standing there and just looking out the door at the faculty. I can't think of another mom cat that really had that habit that way, which is another reason why I think that she might be really cool with the faculty. We'll find out. Hi, little Tink. Little Tinker. So, I was going to tell you guys about what I've been trying to do. Oh, here's Trifle. He's sleeping on his own. Buddy, anyway, he's been super active and playful. He probably just is on a different sleep schedule than the rest right now. He's been gaining weight, and he's feeling really good. And like I said, he's been wrestling with all of his siblings. Last night while I was in here, they were all going nuts and having a good time. But he seems like he's just pooped out right now, which is fine. So that's Trifle. Hey, buddy. Tired yourself out? He seems like he might naturally be just a little bit calmer than the other kittens, but when they get playing, he still really gets going. He does. He reminds me an awful lot of Hal or Halibut from the fish class, if you guys remember him. He was a cool cucumber too, and would, he'd always have those half-lidded eyes like Trifle tends to. So there's some similarity there. Hi, Smokey. So that's Trifle. And then his family is in the tree. This is a new development. I don't think they've been in the tree before, although early this morning, while I was watching them from bed, I saw them in here a little bit. So this seems like it is the new thing. And I haven't seen them get any higher than this second or third shelf. This is the second shelf, I think, that they're on. So, this is our girl. This is Dabble. This is our boy Putter, and that's our boy Monkey back there. And they are all doing great. So the new thing that I've been doing to try to get them a little better socialized with me, and it seems like it's paying off. Look at them. They're not even reacting, which is good. Although we were basically at this point already. The point where they really react is when I try to pick them up and get them to hold still on my lap or be snuggled like a baby, like you guys all know that I do. I hold the little kittens on their back. That's not by the way, a natural thing for a cat to enjoy, I don't think. But if you get them accustomed to it the right way, then it's adorable and they can really love it. To this day, Loganberry loves being cuddled like a little baby on his back. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Our friend Moose Little from the Discord, Moose Little sent me a suggestion yesterday and said, why don't you try using some baby food on your finger to get them to enjoy being around your hands and to feel safer there with your hands. And it turns out that really works great. Not only do they love the baby food, you can put it right on your finger. It's easy to deal with. It's easy to clean off. And they didn't like churu when I tried churu. You would think that would be almost the same thing, but the baby food's a little stickier than the churu, so it's a little easier to put on your finger. And like I said, they couldn't quite sort out how to eat the churu from the container. So the baby food is working out great so far, except for Monkey. Monkey gets into it a little bit, but so far, not the biggest fan. All the others, including especially Tinker herself, the mom, she will push her babies out of the way to get a chance at the baby food. So it's a big winner, and it's a great technique, and I owe Moose Little some thanks for that simple suggestion. I also owe her thanks for the baby food, which she had sent. She actually sent it for Belle when we were having trouble getting Belle to eat before her delivery, and then we ended up not needing it for that. So it came in real handy right now. This happens to be the beef gravy flavor, but I'm not sure that matters so much. I probably would have used chicken or something, but they are big into the beef with gravy. They're digging it. So, all right. So this is Monkey. And one more time, Monkey We got Dabble in the back. We got Putter up here in front. Putter's a boy. Monkey's a boy. Dabble's the only girl in the class, unless you count her mom. And we are at 20 minutes, so I'm going to wrap this up. We're going to try to get it done a little closer to 20 minutes this time. Let me tell you guys, though, thank you so much for joining me on this Monday morning. Definitely time when I need the company more than ever. Mondays are rough. You guys all know that. Also, I need some coffee, some more coffee. So thank you guys so much for joining me for this in the morning. I look forward to chatting with you guys every day, seeing you on the YouTube chat. It really does mean a lot to me, and I'm sorry I don't get a chance to respond to everything that everybody says on the chat, but I do appreciate it nonetheless. Also, if you want to keep watching these kittens or the kittens upstairs that we started with Belle, they are all on the regular Kitten Academy live stream right here on YouTube all the time. So if you just look that up, you can tune right in and continue to watch them. I will try to arrange the camera so you can see these guys. I know these two in the back are not where any of the cameras can see them. So we'll either turn the cat tree or they will move or something. But the rest of them should all be pretty visible. What else do I need to tell you? I guess that's about it for now. So we'll leave it there, and we will catch up tomorrow morning. I guess that's about it. Thanks everybody. Trifle, say goodbye to everybody. I just love him with his little like half open eyes all the time, being so cute. It's adorable. And Tinker. All right, Tinker, see us off. Say goodbye to everybody. Thanks again, everyone.